Hi, my name is Hattie Olson. I was on a spirit quest for a really long time. I tried various beliefs, various religions, and they never really felt honest, you know? Something was always just a little off. Then I met my friend Ruby. She's our cult leader.
I'm Ruby Markham, tour guide. Well, yeah, former tour guide. And this is Dennis. He drove the bus. This was back in 1975 after Watergate. We were so disappointed with the world at that time. You could trust nobody. Things just got worse. There was the energy crisis. There was Vietnam. There was disco.
Disco.
We came to Oregon to start a cult. And we were one of the first out here to do that. I'm very, very proud of that. We use the standard principles of a cult: manipulation, control, and abuse. But we always promised ourselves to be upfront and honest about it.
I've been with the cult for a long time, since I was a teenager. I ran away from home, and Ruby and Dennis took me in. The thing about Ruby's cult is that they're honest.
We said, well, we're a cult. We're going to hypnotize you.
And they did, completely like a cult. But unlike other cults where they brainwash you through like seminars and classes and weird lectures, they just did it. It was refreshing.
And then we said, you know what? We're going to isolate and penalize you if you try to leave.
And by gosh, that's what they did. I must have walked into that electric fence like half a dozen times.
That's how I met Ashley. I was walking down the street and I kept hearing from the back of some house, buzz, ow, buzz, ow. So I went to investigate it, and I found this woman whose face had looked like it had been hit by a waffle iron.
Those were fun times.
So Ashley invited me to go and meet Ruby and Dennis. Well, first Ashley was like, help, but then she got like all stiff, kind of like she had a remote device in her neck or something.
Well, that's because Ruby and Dennis implanted a remote device in my neck.
So I joined. And I remember thinking one day, like, okay, if this is a cult, where are the sacrifices? Like, don't all good cults have sacrifices? And sure enough, they did.
At first, we were just sacrificing other cult members about once a month. But then we noticed that the number of cult members really started to go down after that.
It was a real puzzler, let me tell you. And then Dennis had a really great idea.
Actors.
Hi, I'm Vincent Truman. I'm a professional actor in the Portland area. I've been trying to be an overnight sensation for about 45 years now. One day my agent called me and I was like, who is this? And she said, it's your agent. And I said, oh.
Vincent was perfect. He was moderately good looking, well, at least he was, and sort of charming. And he was very needy and insecure.
So my agent sends me to Ruby's cult. It's kind of weird because that's the name of it, Ruby's cult. So anyway, Ruby says,
I'm not going to bullshit you, I said. You're probably not going to make it, ever.
and I'm like, what?
There's 3 phases to a celebrity's life. They're loved, they're loathed, and they're mourned. You've missed the first 2, but there's still time to be mourned.
And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, think about it. Sinead O'Connor, Paul Rubens, they were all loved, loathed, and then mourned. And I thought, yeah, sure. Look, I might miss the time on social media where I get attention. It could be as much as a day. But it'll be a great day. So I said, are you sure? And she said, I think it's you. Actually, no. She said, I think it's for you, because the phone rang and it was for Dennis.
And then he said, you know what, Ruby? I really appreciate your honesty.
Unga bunga, 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 unga.
Like and to follow for more.